Hello, Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Today was Tuesday, August 14th, 2018. I want to read you a quote about. First off, let me. This says follow up to the day trading bug. TopStep Trader follow up or TopStep Trader day trading bug follow up. Yes, I got my practice account back. Thank you, TopStep Trader. Um, I don't know why I fly off the handle sometimes, but I do because, don't you get used to something, right? You get used to seeing something a certain way, and you don't. Traders, I don't like change. Who in their right mind likes change over and over and over again? Who likes that this is the way it is, and then all of a sudden they take it from you? There's nobody that likes that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've been funded. Their reasoning behind it, it, it fell on deaf ears. There's no reasoning behind. If you have made funded trader and you are active in your trading, and you have a practice account, they shouldn't take that from you. And I'm firmly gonna stick behind my reasoning behind it. Maybe I could have been nicer about it, but if you're taking something from me without any explanation to it, that's just poor business. It's it's if I would pull a stunt like that off of my own business, people would be I'd lose customers. I would lose people. Insurance is what I'm thinking about right now. If I ran my insurance business and take things from people, there's nobody that would ever buy anything from me. So just because you have all the gold, just because you have everything in that sense, I mean, every so often it's just nice that you have, you know, something to fall back on so that you can still keep on working. And you have to be active. I agree. So if you're not active in the combine, if you're not paying a monthly fee, if you're not staying inside that, then no, should you have a practice account? I'm going to agree, no. So if I would go to the point where I'm not paying TopStep Trader any money, should they give me something for nothing? No, that's not in their business model. But if I'm paying them a monthly fee to stay in, yes, I should receive something, especially when, unfortunately, I'm paying them more than I want at this point. So, it's kind of like, the best way of looking at it right now, unfortunately for me, is that I'm getting the rum with the Diet Pepsi and 2 limes right now to get and to be able to stay and keep trading and keep feeding the bug at this point. So, oh well. So that's what I want to say. Today, man, I almost caught an 80 to 100 tick move. I got knocked out at 68.14. It filled me at 68.13. The market came back to 68.14. And I went back and think, why am I getting knocked out at 1 tick? And I know where I know, parts of how the market likes to retrace. But I pulled in just, I should have, I think in hindsight, if I would have held at 68.19 to 68.22 today, it would have made a lot more sense. And now we're down to pivot, down around 67.02. So, so it's there. You're when you see stuff like this, you're close. So I would be halfway to home today by sitting at 31,000 most likely. Taking off at taking 100 ticks away from the market today, or 80 ticks. So be halfway to home. So to know that you're that close. So I know I'm that close, and that's the good news. The bad news is I haven't been able to catch these kind of moves for a while. So the retracements that come back in the market today, when I look back at it took 5 times before it broke through. So 4 times I thought I was pretty safe to move in a little bit, and I thought that we were going to break. And then I took another shot at 67.94, and the market came back and knocked me out, coming back up through there. And I was okay with the last trade because I knew what I wanted in that one. I wanted the market to fall quickly and not look back. And it came back one more time and then it fell. So does that happen an awful lot? I don't know. I have to go back and research it. I think the mistake happened from not giving myself enough. Well, the market could have easily went back up R1 and up to R2 is to go down to the pivot point at the point in time that I was in the trade. So there was no fall in the market at that point. I was recognizing the market could fall. I felt like I was on the right side of the market because when we failed at R1, it just barely was able to get up there. But on the other side of the retracement, it was just barely able to get down. And then, it took that one extra move back up, knocked me out, and then it went down. So, so I'm thinking about, the second time that the Gann heads up and then pull a certain amount above that and say, all right, if it gets a certain above that second wave coming up, then I want out. So that's kind of the thought process. And you'll see me talk about that in the video when it renders and gets up there. So the quote that I want to leave you with today, and I want to move on. When you're constantly venturing into uncharted territory, you're bound to make mistakes. Don't sweat it. Making mistakes is how you learn. That's a quote from Ryan Dice, the guy that I follow at Digital Marketer, and debating about how I want to move my business forward in most likely 2019. So I'm kind of working how I want things to operate in the rest of 2018, and really what I'm looking at is what do I want my business to look like in 2019. That's kind of the overall goal right now as I'm finishing up August. I mean, right now I'm enjoying I miss coaching. I've been coaching football for the last 13 years of my life altogether as a coach. If I count the assistant side of it, it's close to, I guess that's 15, 16 years anyway. So let's just say 13 years that I've been involved in coaching. And this is the first year that I have not been coaching youth football for a long time. So I'm missing it, but I'm not missing it. So it's kind of, it's a bittersweet pill right now. So knowing that I'm not doing one thing makes me want to do something else, and that something else right now is really take 1, 2, 3 day trade and do something with it. Do something with the information that sits up in this head of mine, and give back a lot to the community that's helped me so much. And I never will say that I know everything, because I don't. I know more than 90% of you guys out there, but the 10% that do watch me, that know more than me, know where my faults are, and they call me out on it. And I appreciate that. And I want that kind of commitment to, calling me out when, calling bullshit. When I'm like, that's not real, that's not true, blah, blah, blah. But there's certain patterns, and you can tell what I am. I'm a momentum pattern trader. I trade patterns. I look for volume to get me in. I'm really trying to use volume as the key indicator to keep my trades down. Today I had 3 trades. I'm really trying to use volume and trying to stay in 1 trade per 1 volume bar. My first entry today might have screwed up the whole day, because I got filled. I put it in at 68.03 to start with, and it for some reason it filled me like it was a mistake type of thing, and it filled me at 6,800. I'm thinking, how the hell did that happen? And the market never went to 6,800 at that point in time. So I think maybe I had the wrong button on the price ladder. That once I put it in, the market just it acted as though it was a market order and just put me in instantly. So it went against me quickly, and it went up to 60. Well, it went up 6,800 to 6,808. So I lost 8 ticks real quick, and so making kind of those rookie mistakes. Every so often, everybody, even experienced traders that have been doing this for a long time, make rookie mistakes. But you have to recognize that you made a mistake, and I did. I made the mistake, and then within I would say within 3 to 5 seconds of making this mistake, I hit the flatten button and got out. So that -8 might have set up me only taking out +10 on the day. Who knows? You know, so the other side of this is that it allowed me to see something that I wouldn't have seen if I'd have taken out a big win today. If I would have taken out 80 to 100 ticks, I wouldn't have seen how I want to approach what I call that Gann fourth time through. So you'll see me talking about it in the video. Probably most of my talk about that, if you just want to go through and look at that video, go into, I would say, around the 40-minute mark, the 45-minute mark of the video, and that's when I really start talking about how I want to approach the Gann fourth time through, which is one of my strongest signals that I use. All right, this is Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Those that are following me know that I like Worlds of Warcraft, and I'm going to go play WoW. BFA's out, so I got to level up my rogue. I know, I'm a geek. Hey, it is what it is, man. My kid got me involved in it back in 2013, I guess it is. So I've been involved with it right before the Mists of Pandaria, and I didn't like the Worlds of Draenor. I hated that expansion. I thought that was stupid. I liked Legion. I played Legion, and so far I'm enjoying the content of BFA, Battle for Azeroth. Kind of wondering how the story and the plot lines always, it's just this big. In fact, let me show you my geek out thing. So this is my geek out. This is Chronicle Volume 1 from World of Warcraft. So I'm looking forward to going through this on my time in the summer. I mean, there's some really awesome artwork in here that you can't get anywhere else. Like this kind of artwork in here. I mean, just really cool artwork. I can't draw myself out of a box, but that's something that. And then a book that I would recommend if you're trying to run a business online. This is, if you hear me talk about Ryan Deiss occasionally. Digital Marketing for Dummies. So occasionally like to pump a book. So Digital Marketing for Dummies. Ryan Deiss, his website's called digitalmarketer.com. Not digital marketing, digital marketer. You can actually get his one thing for $1 trial. If you put $1 trial, well, you just send me an email, and if you're interested in any of that stuff that I'm talking about. Otherwise, don't worry about it. So that's kind of what's going on in the last part of my summer right now, trying to learn and also having some time for myself to enjoy what's left of the summer. The kids will be going to school real soon. First football game is not that far away right now. First Friday night. My oldest is a sophomore, will be under the lights for the first time this year, and he's got a chance to get on the special teams, maybe even on a punt team too. And the 24th of August right now, I mean, heck, it's less than 2 weeks away. Opening night in football right now, week 0 as they call, here in Western Pennsylvania. They play their cross-city rivals, Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions, Hempfield Spartans. So we're visiting them at week 0, and then we ended up they play on week 1 the state champions of Western Pennsylvania, actually the state champions of Pennsylvania, Pine Richland. They are playing them for some reason on Saturday. I don't know why they're playing on. Well, actually, I know why they're playing on Saturday, because they're getting their state rings. So our boys get to go to Pine Richland instead of Friday night on Saturday. We'll let these kids get their state rings and then get to play them. Talk about hopefully upsetting a joyous event. That's kind of what we want to do, right? So we'll keep you informed what's going on. And my youngest son is playing on the 7th, 8th grade combined team right now, working in at tight end. He's got some, he has to play against his brother, his 6'3" brother. So we're talking about 5'7" against 6'3", and he's a grinder. He's able to get in and make some plays. So I've been working with him. So it's kind of fun and the coaches see it too, that there's some potential there. And he was a left-handed pitcher, and now he's he loves football, and he's loving that he's not, well, he's on the line, but they're working him at tight end right now, which I'm thrilled. I was a running back. I was a fullback slash tailback, halfback really, a split back in the split backfield, half HB back, I guess they call it now. So so I'm excited for my both boys, and my oldest son is second string center. He's one injury away from going in, being a starter. So he'll start obviously in the JV as a sophomore. Obviously offense, hopefully get some defensive work too along the way. He's right now, as depth goes, he's second string on the varsity, and so he's one injury away from starting in the games right now. Hopefully, knock on wood, he gets his year to just watch and grow and get stronger and doesn't have to get into that starting, because they're in the 6A division, the highest division here in Western Pennsylvania, and I want him to grow and hopefully get playing time as the season moves on, to get in there. Hopefully, if you can get a 3-year letter, wouldn't that be awesome? Both boys to do better than their dad. I'm just a 2-year letterman at high school level, so I got to start my junior and my senior year on both sides of the ball. My senior year, offense my junior year. Then I was ranked in the Whippeal my junior year, and was well, that doesn't matter. It doesn't. That's past. It's that Bruce Springsteen song, right? You're talking about your past. Anyway, I don't know why I got on the sidetrack. I do. That's kind of what makes me me, right? So to those kids that got kids playing football or fall sports, my prayers and thoughts go out, and hopefully for their safe career throughout this season. So I hope that your boys and girls stay safe throughout. If they're being an athlete or any person that right now, I always give that extra thought and prayer out. Especially, I always give that thought and prayer out to the health of the football players that are playing right now. So no big serious injuries and stuff like that. So we expect pains, bumps, and bruises. Hopefully no broken bones, no concussions and stuff like that, right? That's it. God bless. Take care. I'll see you on the next video I put together. It's Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being here. Bye for now.